This is what you want to see. Let's see how many you can find in here.
Oh, where's that animal gonna go? Pretty. Look at how gorgeous.
Like there'll be a 2-year-old that'll come walking through and I'll be like, I don't even know who that is.
It's like finding jewels. Guys, look at this. Get in here. I'll bring you in here. I'm hanging out with Chris Leone from Garden State Turtle and Tortoise, and you've just shown me something that's blown my mind. We're inside one of your box turtle enclosures. Yep. So why don't you explain to everyone what this animal is? This is awesome.
This animal is called the red dragon, and it's a 50-50 hybrid. It's 50% Geomyda japonica, which is the Ryukyu black-breasted leaf turtle.
Okay.
And the other 50% is the Chinese box turtle, Coralliflava marginata. It was produced in Florida. By accident.
Okay.
And a friend of mine picked it up and placed it here. And interestingly, it's not sterile.
It's not sterile.
It is not sterile.
So, you know, this is one of those interesting topics of discussion because taxonomy is man-made. It's just scientists doing their best guess.
It's an opinion.
Right, exactly. So what makes a species, though, is if the animal can reproduce, if there's a hybrid, if that hybrid is fertile, well, then those animals, by that definition, I think, are the same species. Is that not true?
Well, you know, they could breed on the subspecific level. Okay. You know, but yeah, essentially, you know, the notion was that species can't really cross, and a lot of times when that species has members of its own kind around it, it will generally not pay attention to
something else,
foreign species. You know? So, you know, for argument's sake, the other hybrid I have, which is the Blanding's wood turtle, that turtle is in with both species. Both different species have members of their own kind to do whatever they need to do with. So he acts as a wood turtle. For some reason, he identifies as a wood turtle.
Okay, there you go.
So he only attacks the male wood turtles and tries to breed the female wood turtles, but he's perfectly fine hanging out in harmony with the Blandings and having absolutely no interest.
It's what's amazing about this is it is truly cut in half when you look at it. The head of a Coralliflava marginata.
Yeah, but it's pointier.
It's more pointier, yeah, but the coloration is definitely that of Cora.
See if it'll come out.
Yeah, and then, but this, guys, what do you think? Look at the carapace on that animal. That's where he gets the name Red Dragon.
Yeah.
And the flattened, and the other thing I noticed immediately, no hinge.
No hinge. Yeah.
So bizarre.
So he's taken, you know, to go over a couple things, he's got the black coloration that's a little bit more suiting for the Flava marginata.
Right.
Even though, you know, the Japonica does have black, but there's no hinge, which means that part is favoring Japonica, and the shape of the shell is more suitable for Japonica, and you can see it's even got a little bit of the 3 keels. You know?
Yeah.
More defined in the center. Yeah, this animal is really split.
You wonder if we're also looking at a snapshot of evolution. Right. In other words, like, this is how it happens. Mutation, intermingling. This guy, as you say, is not sterile.
No, he produces young.
So he can produce young. Will those be sterile? That's what's interesting. You know.
Yeah. So the first time we noticed he produced was actually last summer. So my friend who actually initially picked this turtle up is raising those babies. They're growing at an exponential rate because of hybrid vigor. You know. And I know there are others. You know, I think once people got word of these, they started like purposely producing them. But there are occurrences of these in the wild too.
Awesome.
So. I think, you know, the people that are producing them now, everything is just still too young to know.
Gotcha.
You know? I don't know if, you know, over in Asia, there's anybody that could shed more light on that, you know?
That'd be interesting. And now the Japonica, will they hibernate?
I've never tried to. I don't keep them anymore. I keep the Chinese box obviously in here, but I don't know whose name it was, but somebody did hibernate them in New Jersey. Okay, because my question would be, do you pull this animal out in the winter? I do, but I don't think I need to. Interesting. So there's been times where, you know, like we'll take a family vacation in November, and usually I don't have to worry about bringing in the animals here until like leaning more towards Thanksgiving. Like they usually always get past Halloween, but I get nervous with him, so I would bring him in. Gotcha. But the one time we went on vacation, actually, I don't remember which year it was, maybe in this past year, I couldn't find him before we left. Oh, sketchy. Yeah, that makes you freak out. It got really cold. Came home, there was a warm spell, and there he was in the pond. Oh, you know? So he went to where it was warmer. He knew what to do, yeah. Let's have a look. This is a beautiful animal. I want to show you guys a little bit of this box turtle enclosure. This is really nice. So I grew up in Long Island, eastern Long Island, a lot of pine trees, a lot of pine barrens, similar thing. This is gorgeous, man. Talk to me a little bit about the species that you're keeping in here, and then just the layout. I see it looks like a 3-toed here. Yeah, there's 3-toed in here with them. That's so cool. You know, and some of these pens, you know, I essentially just sectioned off or fenced in the woodlands here.
Yeah, exactly. So, I love doing that.
Yeah,
you know?
and it's like, you know, maybe I cheated a little bit, but this is actually an aquascape.
Oh, this is aquascape.
Yeah, this is the second one they did.
Oh, that's awesome. I was going to say this is beautiful.
Yeah, so they did that when they were working on my big pond.
And here's one of the wood turtles right now.
Yeah, there's a couple of like rogue male wood turtles in here.
Rogue male wood turtles.
They're going to another place,
but basically this is for the box.
Actually, I'm glad you spotted that guy. That guy's got to come out of here.
You want to grab him?
Yeah, he's got to go back to the main gate.
All right, cool. So let's have a look at this. It's always fun. Wood turtles were a turtle that when I lived in Pennsylvania, we had a pair of wood turtles in a stream, a brook, very similar to this. And in that brook, every season, I would just go find the same two, and they have been living there for years and years. And it's one of those traditions. I just go back and always find those animals. Love wood turtles. Just an amazing little species. Great climbers, highly intelligent. And man, you've been working with these guys for a long time.
Oh yeah, long time. They, I mean, and actually, we've got a lot of them hatching right now too.
That's awesome. Yeah, very cool. Tom just rolled up. He's late. I haven't seen Tom in months, so we've got some fun things cooking. We're going to do a few videos here from Garden State Turtle and Tortoise. You can check them out on Instagram and on YouTube as well. I'm just going to say it right now. I love Chris. I love what he does because it's educational. He's fun. He's got some really, like I have a Marge. He's got an Otis. We'll talk about them in another video. But I just love this, Chris. Thanks for taking the time. I know you just got back from the Turtle Survival Alliance conference, and he literally like got off the plane, woke up early to get things in order, and here I am bugging him. But beautiful animal. Where's that animal going to go?
Let's bring him to the big pond.
All right, let's do it. The big pond. And guys, just look at the layout here. It's gorgeous, all natural, all over. There's Tom. He's going to grab hold of the camera. He got caught in some traffic on the Hutchinson River Parkway. So what's up, Tom? Been a long time.
Hello, everybody.
This is awesome, man. So we're just hanging out. I wanted to show, before we do that, can I just look at the Easterns?
Yeah.
I have a soft spot. Growing up in Eastern Long Island, Chris.
You see how many you can find in here? Oh, it's like searching for them in the wild.
This is awesome. Look, may I pick one up?
Go right ahead, yeah.
Come on in, Tom. Check this out. So this is exactly their habitat, huh, Chris? It's so fun that you can just section off a part of your yard and you have prime Terrapine, Carolina habitat. This brings back a lot of memories for me. I would be out in the woods and I'd just find, in my opinion, the most colorful box turtle of North America is the Eastern box turtle. What were you going to say, Chris?
I know I saw one earlier,
okay,
but they actually reproduce all on their own in here. So if we search hard enough, we'll probably find some really young ones. You know?
Really?
Like there'll be a 2-year-old that'll come walking through and I'll be like, I don't even know who that is.
I can tell you, it's a fantasy of mine.
Oh, that's right.
I would like to have an Eastern box turtle herd in my yard.
Yeah.
Because my yard is just like this.
Yeah, perfect.
And I feel like they would thrive here, right? It wouldn't take much to start them and get them going. And
you set them up with what they need, and then they require our absence.
Yeah.
You know, essentially.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So. It's so funny because people get excited when they see the amount of care. Oh, Kenan, you take care of your animals so well. To be perfectly honest, I moved to the locale that I wanted to. I do exactly like Chris does. You'll notice most of the animals Chris keeps, they are able to survive out here with, as you said, lack of attention.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
yeah.
Same thing. Oh, we got a little peeing there. But the same thing, I keep species that I know can do well in South Florida, like redfoot tortoises, things that I don't have to stress too much about, and it just makes life a whole lot easier. So one of the things I often say to people getting into turtles and tortoises, look for species that you know either that are native that you can legally keep, or species that might be exotic but can do well in your area because it just relieves so much of the stress. But I want to find a young one, Chris. Now you got me going.
Yeah,
I know you're holding a wood turtle. We have to put that turtle in, but this is kind of fun. I'm going to get down on my hands and knees.
I saw one earlier.
Did you really?
Just a heads up, you're going to get sap all over your hands.
Oh, I don't care, man. It's no problem. Here's a form right here that someone has vacated, and you can kind of see how they've tunneled through the pine needles. Oh, look at this one. Look at this. Oh. I don't know, but this is a colorful one, and I'm colorblind, but look at the beauty. I mean, this is a younger one.
Yeah. I mean, it's an adult egg-laying female, though,
Okay, all right. Well, anyway. pretty. Look at how gorgeous.
It's starting to get
That is
past the
amazing.
time for them, you know. Like
Yeah, it's a little later. It's a little.
there's one back there. It's another adult though.
Is it an adult?
Yeah.
Oh, look at, that's gorgeous. Look, it's like finding jewels in the forest here. Look, I'm gonna gently traipse. I don't want to be like the guest that just kind of.
No, dude, don't
Look at this, guys. Look at this. Get in here. I'll bring you in here. Look at how gorgeous that is. This is awesome, huh? This is what you want to see. Happy turtles living. Look at this pine needle. They got their microclimate right under there, nice and humid. They'll burrow into that during the hotter parts of the day.
Yep.
So cool, man.
Microclimate is crucial for box turtles. I mean, really any species, you know, especially as babies. These animals spend 90+% of their time staying hidden. They know they're vulnerable and they're not going to start venturing out until the shell starts to harden. They start putting on some size and they're less susceptible to predation. So a habitat like this, a lot of people will automatically think, oh yeah, how could you possibly find them in there? Well, if I can't see them all, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, sometimes I do have to do health assessments and I got to round up as many as I can, but you know, it's very rare that there's a problem.
So are you'll throw pellets in here and things like that?
Yeah, I supplement their food, but that's another thing. They're
foraging.
Constantly foraging. Anytime the mushrooms come up, they take those down.
That's so cool.
You know, they're eating the slugs and the snails and the worms.
Well, I'm gonna just do a quick look around.
There's some briar in here too. So just be careful of that.
I grew up in these woods, mate. This is awesome. Let's see. I'm gonna trace. If I found one.
No way, did you?
Absolutely found one.
A baby?
Yeah. Check
nice.
this out. Look at this. Look at this. Get down low here. How
cool.
amazing is that? How incredible. This is so exciting, man.
Yeah.
Today is, I was getting excited driving over here today. It's exactly 1,200 miles from my house to be here. And just being able to see one of the species I grew up with as a boy, it's awesome. It's very nostalgic.
That's not even the little one that I saw earlier.
No way.
Yeah, so there's another one.
That's so cool, huh?
Somewhere.
Chris is doing an amazing job out here. One of my favorite places to come visit. We do it every few years, and please go check out his channel because this is really special.
Yeah, that's a nice one too.
Isn't that cool? I'm gonna put this little one back. So awesome. Well, we're gonna go ahead and put this wood turtle back in with the others. There's gonna be plenty more videos to come from Garden State Turtle and Tortoise. Chris, man, thank you so much.
Anytime, dude. Anytime.
This is really cool. So, all right, guys, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the box turtles that we saw today and the hybrid turtle, which is very interesting. So, want to know, and more importantly, go check out all his social media. All right, Instagram and YouTube. Thanks, Chris. See you in a little bit.
Yep.